What is going on, everybody? It's AG here. I had the chance to check out Fast X last night, so let's talk about it. So Fast X is the return of the Fast and the Furious franchise. This is the 10th movie now in the franchise, so this franchise has been going on a long time, and I'm not the biggest fan of the franchise, but there's fun to be had here. I don't necessarily love every movie. I don't even like every movie, but they're somewhat enjoyable. Like I said, there's fun to be had here, and this is just a popcorn flick. Something you just go, turn off your brain, and just enjoy the action. This is one of those type of movies, and this whole franchise kind of is like that type of movie. So let's talk about the pros of this movie. So on the positive side, it was actually pretty funny, I'm not gonna lie. Myself and the crowd I was with, there was a lot of laughs to be had with this movie. In addition to that, there's a huge cast here, so the whole cast of Fast and the Furious people is back. So everybody that's usually in this franchise is back. Vin Diesel, obviously. Jason Statham makes an appearance. There's also a few cameos here and there. You got John Cena coming back. But a few standouts from the cast, in my opinion, were John Cena, obviously. He's always funny in anything he's in. Pete Davidson makes a cameo in this movie, and he's actually pretty funny in this movie. And the guy that played Reacher on the Amazon Prime series is in this movie. He's pretty good in this movie as well. Those are a few standouts for me. And like I said earlier, if you set your expectations realistically for this movie, if you know what to expect, you know it's going to be kind of cheesy. You know it's going to be kind of unbelievable. You know it's going to be some of the stunts they're going to do will be like, okay, they probably should have died in that, but they didn't. If you know what to expect in this movie, if you set your expectations realistically, there's fun to be had here. And in addition to that, there's some big cameos from the franchise that fans of the franchise are really going to enjoy. I'm not going to spoil anything here. You may have already seen it online, I don't know. But if you're a fan of this franchise, there's going to be some cameos in here that you're really going to like. But with that being said, I also had some issues with this movie, so let's talk about the cons. So on the negative side of this movie, the first 15 to 20 minutes of this movie, I'll be honest, had me ready to tap out. It was so over the top, so unbelievable, and just so cheesy in my opinion that it took me out of the movie right off the bat. And it was terrible. It picked up after that, surprisingly, but I was worried that this movie was just going to absolutely suck the first 20 minutes. Another one, the villain, Jason Momoa, you can tell he's having fun acting here, but it's so over the top that it's kind of hard to watch in my opinion. He's just so cheesy in this movie, and for me, it was kind of difficult to watch. And going back to what I said earlier, it's almost too unbelievable in this movie that you can't take it seriously. Like they've even gotten to the point now that it's so unbelievable that characters in the movie are calling out what's happening. Like they've done this, this, and this. What is up with? How did they do this? What is going on here? And then finally, it's going to end in a place that you're not going to be satisfied. They should have just labeled this Fast X Part 1 because it's one of those type of movies where it's going to leave off and it's not the close of a movie. It's the close of a trilogy. And right before this movie came out, they released that Fast X was going to be the first part in the trilogy, and you can tell that here. It just leaves off on a point that this isn't the end of the movie, which sucks. It ends off in a place that's going to be very unsatisfying. So with all that being said, with the highs and the lows of this movie, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. If you're a fan of this franchise, you may enjoy this movie. If you're a fan of the franchise, probably go watch it. But if you're not, do yourself a favor, skip it. Honestly, if you are a fan of this franchise, you might want to skip it too, because personally, I really didn't enjoy this movie. I wouldn't go see it again. But you be the judge of that. If you've seen Fast X, let me know down in the comment section what your thoughts are on it. And as always, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more movie, sports, and gaming. So until next time, AG, out.